Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hang on. Ah.
Oh, can you hear
Oh,
me?
yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. I'm so glad. I was like, what the heck? Dennis had to help
I
me
know.
because I was so confused. I'm like, what is going on?
I've never done YouTube Live, so I was no
Yeah.
help at all.
Okay. Okay. So that's
Yeah.
good because I've never done YouTube Live before because remember I told you
Uh-huh.
you're my first guest. So this is like a first time thing. Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, guys. So I know right now we're just waiting for people to come in. So as people come in, I just want to tell you guys I got a special treat for y'all. So this is my good friend here, Emily. And Emily, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself or you just want to jump into it.
Sure. I'm Emily. So yeah. I work with my shell.
Yes. So we
We
work
met at
together.
work.
Yes. So hold on. Sorry. I hope I'm not. Okay. There we go. I'm lagging a little bit. So we work together, and then Emily and I have became like really great friends, and she's like amazing. So we always talk about different topics.
Oh.
So today, I can't wait to bring her to you guys because this girl has some strong points. So this girl has some strong points. So the first thing that we're gonna talk about, Emily, do you want me to pick the topic or do you want to?
You pick the topic. I'm
Okay.
just gonna roll with it right now. So you just pick the topic and whatever it is, I'll go with it.
Okay. Already cool. So
I'm
the first,
excited.
okay. So the first topic, you guys, we're going to talk about. I'm gonna say y'all boy, Kanye West. So Emily and I have been talking about him. She had told me, have I seen something about him? I'm like, what? And I started doing my research. So Emily, first of all, let everybody know what's going on with Kanye if they don't know.
Okay. So Kanye is on a Twitter rant right now, like crazy Twitter rant. So he said that he hates Jewish people. He's a Nazi. He's Adolf Hitler. I actually had his Twitter pulled up earlier because I was looking at everything. And he also said that he has Jewish friends, but his Jewish friends are all racist. So
What?
that's where we're at with Kanye. So this is what I've heard, and I don't know if you've heard it. So Kendrick Lamar just released a new album. Okay. And so Kendrick is actually really talented. And so there's people saying that Kanye is doing this because he's jealous of Kendrick. So he's trying to get it. So I don't know. I don't know if it's mental health because he's done this before. He's gone off on rampages before. Like, what was it, 6 years ago when he said slavery was a choice?
Yes.
So, you know, yeah,
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I think we're
yeah.
lagging. Is mine kind of lagging on my side or no? Is
Uh-uh.
everything good?
No, I can hear you. Good.
Okay, let me see. I can hear you, but I don't know if it's kind of like lagging a little bit. I just want to make sure everybody else can hear you. Right now, we got
Right.
people in, so they're gonna keep coming in. Okay, so let's keep
Yay.
going. Okay, so now, so my question for you is that do you think that he is doing this because of because of Kendrick Lamar performing tomorrow? Like, what are your thoughts about that?
I don't think so. And this is why, because we were kind of chatting about this and it makes a lot of sense. Like, and I've heard a lot of people say this. Did he really get over the death of his mom?
I
You
don't think
brought that up. And that's
no,
that's a really good
no,
point because like,
no.
yeah, he's because that's kind of when this happened, like before he was just this really, really talented, hip hop artist, amazing. And then all of a sudden his mom passed and then he went berserk. I don't know. I honestly don't think it is him being jealous. I think he's just really mentally ill.
And that's what I was thinking too, because that's why I'm like, I don't think that it has nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. I think he's in like his Kanye West is in his own world and he just goes on these random rants. So I don't think it has nothing to do with that. Uh
Right.
so Wanda Jones said hi. Hi. What's up? Okay, let me see him. I don't know why it seems like it. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was gonna say, but it's like you tell me your thoughts because I just don't understand how everybody could tell that he has like some sort of mental illness, but he's running the damn street. Like he's just out and about. Like, is it like a norm to everybody? Like, you tell me, is this normal?
No, no, it's not. And this is why I say that. I worked in mental health. I behavioral health. And this is like a prime thing that would happen when people were like needing to be petitioned. I mean, I remember like this one guy that I worked with came in and was like, I'm autistic and I'm God and I'm this and I'm that. And it was like, okay, we need to get you some behavioral health services. So I really don't think, and this is the other thing that I find strange. Why is it in all capitals? Why is he misspelling words? All of his words are all over the place, all hours of the night. So bipolar. He's not sleeping. Like,
Oh my
that's
god.
a whole thing with bipolar disorder. So, and I think I heard in the past that he has a mental health issue, but now they're saying it's autism.
Okay, so that was the first thing I heard. So
Yeah.
was it the first thing? This is the first time I heard about autism. Is this your first time hearing about this
No.
autism? No.
So there was one point when he was doing strange stuff that I thought maybe he does have autism. Like, I think it was at a concert of his, and this is 8 years ago, when somebody wasn't sitting or standing up for him and he called him out in front of everyone.
Oh
And we
yeah.
were kind of like, okay, maybe it's autism because, like, you know, the rules and orders of the system, like, he's maybe just like, everybody's supposed to stand up for me. But now I feel like he's using that as his crutch because I watched this interview today and he was saying, um, what did he say? Oh, it's not mental health, it's autism. My girlfriend or my wife knows a lot about autism, so that's what it is.
He said
That's what he said. Yeah.
he's crazy. No,
So,
something's wrong.
right.
Something wrong.
Yeah. And like, what a slap in the face to the autism community, right?
You
Like,
said, no, you did not say. Oh my god. Yes, because bro, that's not autism. That's not
no,
autism. I'm telling you,
no.
that's not autism.
Right. Right. So, yeah, there's lots of things. But then I saw this TikTok video today. This is the other thing I don't like. And he was talking about his wife and how she's subservient to him, which I'm just like, okay. But then I watched this video and he's glaring at her. And the way he's looking at her is like, I own you. You're my property. So
Really?
then he went through this thing with Puff Daddy where he's like, free Puff. Look at what Puff Daddy was doing.
And that was random. That's why I'm like, why? Wait, because this puff daddy thing been going on for a long time. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It seemed like forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of all like leaked out just recently. It's all over like Hulu and everything else, like all the videos.
Oh, wait. We got somebody. G Tag Jack said, nah. Okay, so you're saying nah. So what do you disagree with?
Right. I'm curious.
I'm curious. So you tell us. You said nah. So what are you disagreeing with? Because we think that something's going on with Kanye. We think he needs to be petitioned in, and y'all probably
No.
gonna be mad at me for even saying that. He said nothing. Nah. You got something to say? Okay. So back on Kanye. Kanye. So what do you think is triggering these rants? Do you think it's because he's bipolar?
I think he's bipolar.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think he's legitimately bipolar and he thinks because when I worked in mental health, people that were off their meds, they thought they were Jesus. They thought they were God. They were something else. I mean, it's so I really think that he's just bipolar and he's not taking his medication. However, there's a part of me that's like, Kanye, you make more money than I'll ever see in my whole entire life. You're a billionaire. You can get the best mental health service ever. Get it. Just get it. You know?
I think he's in. Let me see. G Tag Jack said. I think he said something in the last stream. I texted on here though. Let me see. I don't see that you did. The last stream I was having a little technical difficulties getting in here. So if you can write it in here again, what you had to say, that'd be great. So I can read it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for him. Yeah, I'm like, it's just strange. Like, even like honestly, you tell me if I'm being like if I'm exaggerating, but like when he talks, it's scary.
Mhm.
Like it's just kind of like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like I don't know. It's weird for me to explain.
Right. Yeah. It was on hold.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't really know.
yeah. 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 But I mean, and there could be a lot of truth to what you said, you know? Like he hasn't dealt with the death of his mom because some of the things that he said, I'm like, your mom would kill you if she heard the things that you're saying. Your mom
His
would hit you
aunt,
upside the head.
I'm telling you, he, his mom would not be playing that. That's why I'm like,
No.
he was, but he's you like if you look at him now and then back then, it's night and day. Like you don't
Exactly.
know. You remember that song that he put out?
Yes.
Scooby
Yes.
Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I was like, what?
Right, exactly, and this is the sad part about it, like, he has more, like, talent in one finger than I have in my whole entire body,
Yeah,
and yet he's wasting it. But then again, like, if you look at, like, mental health and, like, people bipolar especially, a lot of people are very artistic and very, in their heads, and
right.
he's so, 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 so talented, and, it's heartbreaking. And I really was like, "Could I petition Kanye? What would that look like?"
When you
But I
said
don't live in the
that,
state. I know how to do it though.
when you said that, I was like, people be maybe get mad at me, but I was like, man, I probably signed it because I honestly, like, I feel sorry for him. Like when I thought he was doing good because the last time he went on a rant was like how long ago? It was a while, right? Has it been?
Last presidency,
Oh, oh,
Donald Trump was the last time that he went on his rant because remember he wanted to be president.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Okay, because I was like, okay, now we're doing better. So I was like, okay, so like, Ye is like, we got him on a like a what is it?
A good trajectory.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So then
Oh,
when you had brought this up, you're like, did you hear about Kanye? I'm like, oh my God, like my heart sunk. Like, what is he doing now? Then I went and
yeah.
saw everything. I was like,
What isn't he doing? What isn't he doing right now? That's it. That's it.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Let me see.
We'll have to see that theory with Kendrick because if Kendrick performs and he goes insane and it gets worse than it was before, maybe there's some truth to the Kendrick Lamar
You know what?
argument.
Everybody keeps saying that everybody's triggered by this Kendrick. Like Kendrick performing.
Yeah,
They said it about Lil Wayne. They said that Lil Wayne is like
right.
super triggered. And I don't know if you've seen that he was on like I guess he's gonna have a commercial that's gonna be on the Super Bowl. And everybody's saying that he did that commercial to get back at Kendrick Lamar. I don't know what everybody is. I don't
Yeah, yeah, that I don't really know much about with Lil Wayne. I just know
Yeah.
about Kanye and what I hear. And I was like, okay, I mean, they're both really talented. And if Kanye took his meds, he'd probably be more talented. So
And that's
there's
what I was
that.
thinking too. I was thinking
Yeah.
if he took his meds, I was like, man, he'll be so much better. But I just like
Yeah, didn't he change his name too?
what was his name before? It was
Ah,
It wasn't Yee. No, no, no. Was it Yee?
yeah, it was. Yes,
Yee. Yee.
yes, E.
Okay. And then what's up with
Yes.
this what is it? Is it stocking cap that he be what is that? Like I'm not trying to clown my boy. I just want to get it figured out cuz I'm not
Because you
what
want him to get healthy.
Oh my god.
Because he's talented. I want to support him too. I loved Kanye West.
Yeah.
So, like the Dropout album, that was my favorite
Oh,
album.
that was a great
That was
album.
such a good
That was
album.
fire. Yeah.
Yes. And now I'm just like, I can't even listen to you because I don't want to support you.
And then I want to say this, but people are probably gonna be mad at me.
Oh.
Did you see that he was hanging out with Marilyn Manson?
Really?
What was that about? What was that about? I'm
I don't
sorry,
know.
Manson.
Yeah.
What was that about? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Marilyn Manson went through his own stuff, like really
Ooh,
bad stuff.
I
With
seen all
Evan
that.
Rachel Wood and
Yeah.
everything, and, like and this is the sad part, like, I was a Manson fan. I I I went to his concert when I was pregnant with the girls.
Oh, I didn't know
Like,
that.
I did,
Oh
yes,
wow. Oh,
yes. So, I loved him. I mean, it was
well, he
like
was
I was
huge.
heartbroken. I was heartbroken
Oh
because
no, but you know
yes.
he was huge. He was huge. I was just
Yeah.
scared. I was just scared of him, but everybody loved him. I was just
right?
scared of him, man. I don't know why I was scared.
Well, I can see why. I mean, he's kind of a creepy guy.
A little bit. But people say that he's super cool though. Everybody say he's like super chill. I'm like,
Yeah, until he did a lot of really bad stuff to women, and then I was like, I can't. I'm
no.
good. No
Uh,
more Manson.
yeah, that's what I was reading that. So I was like, okay. So Kanye, you guys got the scoop about Kanye. She said everything about Kanye. So if y'all trying to figure out what's going on with him, that's what's going on.
That's where we're
Yeah.
at with Kanye.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to let them know about Kanye or your thoughts?
No, just the other thing that I want to point out yet again that I'm going to keep pointing out is like, I don't know. Okay, so maybe I'm going off too much on a tangent with this, but like his whole thing with like free Puff Daddy and like then it makes me think of R. Kelly, okay? And
Okay.
then it makes me think of Kanye. And it's like, why in the hip hop industry, well, I shouldn't say hip hop industry, the music industry in general, like
Right.
why do we cover up this shit? Because R. Kelly, come on now, nobody knew. Nobody knew he was doing the things he was doing. I mean, everybody knew about it. Puff
See,
Daddy, I'm sure everyone knew.
you
Kanye,
know
they all
what?
know.
Yes, but you know what? Not to cut you off. When it comes to
Yeah.
art, okay. So a lot of people are gonna be mad at me about about what I'm gonna say about him. I feel like he was super arrogant and like did
Yes.
that whole thing when he was crying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did not see that. I didn't think that was sincere. But that's me though. That's
No,
me.
you're probably right. And
Okay.
I don't believe that like they didn't know what was going on. There is no way that you could go
Mm,
into his home and have all these girls prisoners and not know what's going on. But
yeah.
like it's the same with Kanye West. Like, why are we hiding this? Why are we hiding sexual abuse? Why are we hiding, mental health? Like, those are
So
things that need to be talked about.
he had sexual abuse on him too, Kanye West?
Oh no, no.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying it made me think of
Oh,
like
okay,
those
okay. That's
two
what I was
because
thinking. I was
he's
like,
like,
what? Oh, okay.
yeah, because he's like free puff. I don't know anything about that. So
Oh, okay.
hopefully that never comes up. But it's just they kind of coincide with each other because he's supporting Puff Daddy, who did all these horrible things, but yet
Right.
he's mentally ill, and we're not addressing either one of those issues.
It's
We're
not
just
being
saying,
no.
it's okay, they're rich. So,
And then that's another thing too. And I noticed that like it's sad because like I want to say like probably like a year ago, I was thinking I'm like, who's next? Because it seemed like I don't know what the heck is going on. And then like that Cassie video, I was like, oh man, he's done.
yeah.
After that video, I was like, man,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nah, there's no coming back from that. I'm like, I don't
No, no. No.
yeah.
But
So
yeah, the R. Kelly video when he was crying, I saw that one, and I'm like, "Those are fake tears."
that's
Those
what I'm
are
saying.
such
But you know
fake
what?
tears.
I'm not gonna lie, he has some fire music though. Like
He does.
I still play his songs, like you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like I try not to
Uh,
get in all that because my opinion, if people really wanted to know my opinion, they'll probably cancel me. So yeah. So what I would I know like I went okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about, okay, is now this is a big one. So
okay.
I really want to know, and I want you to be honest. Wait, let me see. Okay, let me that. Okay. First of all, okay, here's a question. I wanted to ask you. So do you think that things are going to get better or worse? Because we started the whole new year with the two plane crashes. No, the fire, then the two
Mhm.
plane crashes, and then Trump is coming in here trying to do all this stuff. So do you think things are gonna get better or what do you think? That's probably like a really easy question, but I'm curious.
No, I'll explain my reasoning why. I was actually having a conversation with someone about this earlier today. So, I think it's gonna get much worse. This is why I think it's gonna get much worse, because they're messing with people's money. They're messing with the American people's money. Why did people vote Trump into office? Because they were angry. They were angry about the economy. They were angry at Joe Biden for everything being so expensive. I don't blame them. I was pissed because I'm like, I could barely survive,
It was a
and
lot
this
going
economy.
yeah,
Yeah, it was awful.
it was a
So
lot
I
going on.
hear where people are coming from. So you take away everybody's stuff, you're going to have a bunch of pissed off people. I mean, so the way that I think of it too is the United Healthcare. Did you hear about that with the CEO getting murdered?
Yes.
Why did they get murdered? Because you messed with people. you took away their services? What if it was a family member of theirs, that wasn't able to get the care they needed? You're
And
gonna
you
react. You're
not to
gonna retaliate. Oh, go
not
ahead.
not to cut you off. Can you let people know, like tell them like kind of what like was going on in the healthcare? Like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, what's been
Yeah.
going on that probably had people like probably upset for people that
Oh, oh gosh, there's so much that goes on with healthcare, the
okay.
premiums, the craziness of everything, and basically, somebody decided to retaliate and killed the CEO of United Healthcare. Now, I don't agree that you should kill somebody because you're upset about things. That's not okay. But I see why that kind of stuff happens because people just get fed up and they say, I don't have any way out other than this, and you think about all the things that are going on politically in the world right now, like,
Right.
let's see, Treasury Department, our information's being hacked. They're trying to cut off Medicare. I have a friend that's dad works for the VA, and he was told that he either comes into the office or he takes the severance. He's 11 months away from retirement.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
right now you're messing with people's money.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's honestly going to get much worse. I don't know if you've ran into this personally, but I've ran into families being like, "What are we going to do? Our Medicare is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be gone."
Yes.
So
Yes. And a lot of parents have been well people. A lot of
yeah,
people have been saying like a lot of people have been saying talking about like how there a lot of like the what is it different contracts or not accepting their health insurance
yeah.
this and that and medical and they can get the care that they need for their children like just a lot of people and saying a lot of people can't afford it.
No, no.
They-
Did you see the movie John Q?
John Q. John
He
Q.
couldn't get the care
Oh
for his
yeah.
son, so he
Yes. And
held
so
up the
he
hospital. That's
yes and kept
We're gonna
everybody
have a John
hostage.
Q.
Yeah, with Denzel
Denzel Washington.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes. Okay, so that's what
yeah,
I'm saying. That's kind of what's going on now.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, and then what's interesting to me about everything going on is how much money do you need? Elon Musk is a trillionaire.
Oh, I
Mark Zuckerberg,
yeah.
trillionaire. Jeff Bezos, trillionaire. Like you have more money than you know what to do with. Like, why do you need more?
That's crazy. And Elon Musk. Everybody keeps talking about him and all that. What are your thoughts about him? I want to know. I want you to be honest.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like I barely start hearing about him. I'm like, okay, so they said that he created Tesla and now he's working with
Oh, he didn't even
starting
create Tesla. He bought Tesla.
oh, he bought Tesla. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
So he
Got
doesn't even own Tesla. So I forgot the guy's name, but it has Tesla in it.
okay,
Like
that's
his name.
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so he just bought it. So it's basically like Twitter. He bought Twitter. Now it's X. So he buys things. So, but he's just done so many insane things. That's another one that they say that he has autism because he did a Nazi salute.
Okay, I heard about that. So he really did that? I didn't see it, but I heard about it. He really
Yeah.
did that? I
Oh,
got
he did. He
okay.
did inauguration.
Okay, I'm gonna have to YouTube that and like look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, and he's getting into everything. He's a hacker. He knows how to hack into systems. He's hacking all of our information. How is he going to help us? And this is the other thing. He's not a US citizen. He was born in South Africa.
See, and I'm glad that I have you guys. I'm glad that I have her here because a lot of this stuff, I be picking her little brain. She tells me, you want to know something? Ask Emily. Okay, because I heard a little bit about him, so he's not even from here. Okay.
No.
Wow.
No. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, he's pretty much the president. So, President Musk. So, just refer to him as President Musk from now on.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then okay, so and then another thing about those planes. Now,
Oh, yeah, the planes. Yeah.
what the? I'm terrified
Mhm.
of planes. So that's the
Oh,
main reason why.
oh
I'm
no.
I'm terrified.
I mean, no joke. Every time I get on a plane, I fear for my life for just a
Oh
second there, and
my God.
then when it goes up, I'm like, okay, is it going to crash? And when it goes down, I think the same thing. So
And then the
I hear
second
you.
Yeah, the second one with what is it? They said they were transporting the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that it went up for like 60 seconds. I mean, no, like 30 seconds or not even in the air for a long time and it came back down. But my thing is, do you think that those two plane accidents were like just like a coincidence? Like a freak accident?
I don't know. It's hard to say sometimes just because, like, the way the world works, like how everything is happening all at once. It's crazy to me. So I don't know. I'm not sure about. I mean, I would like to think that's all it is, but like
Right.
it's been a shit show since they were going for president.
Yeah.
Like assassination attempts and everything else. So,
And honestly, like it's sad, but like I might do want to say this, but I was the assassination, like I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's just gonna get worse. Like, let me just say that.
oh,
Like
oh, it's gonna get worse.
it's gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna get worse. And I wonder, like, I'm like, does he even fear for his life? Because I don't even think
Yeah.
I
I
the
don't even know if he's human, to be honest. So,
no, but
like,
homeboy is throwing cookie though. Like he, I don't know, I don't know. Like he fears nothing. Like I've never seen it in my life. Like
no,
like
no.
nothing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm like, and then what is it? The whole talk about so he was trying to end. Is it federal? He's trying to end right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that they said the court stopped that. So it's at a
Yeah.
standstill, right?
Everything's blocked. Everything's blocked because there's all these companies like the ACLU that fights for human rights that they're blocking everything. But they were like hyper prepared when this happened. Like they were like, we are looking at everything. We are going to stop him every step of the way. So they're just like they're on board. They know what they're doing. So
Oh my god. So do you think that he's gonna get what he wants? Or what do you think?
I think that he's going to get some of the things he wants, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think that you can get everything. Like, I know he's trying to go for a third term. You can't change the Constitution. That's
No.
not possible to do. So there's that. But he did end a lot of stuff, like abortion access. He did end that. That ended in his first term. So
Yeah.
he can do those things. And there's a few things that he's trying to end that he can do, which is hard and it sucks for everybody because everybody that has to live in this world and not all of us are white men. So there you go.
And she said it, you guys. Y'all hear her? She talking. She talking. Y'all listening? She talking. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I was I don't know if you've seen, but I was walking. I was walking and then
Oh.
I don't know, it was like this lifted white truck.
Oh yeah, didn't she make
Which
a video of it
I
yesterday?
did
That's
it,
crazy shit.
bro.
Sorry.
And no. Don't even nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I was running, and then another guy was like, "Hey, like they dusted you," and I'm like, "What is that?" And he was like, pretty much saying like it's some like racist shit going on, right? So I'm like, okay. And then when they left, they try to come back, but one of the neighbors
Wow.
stopped them, and I don't know what was going on. So I told them, I said, "Hey, I forget that I'm black because like I forget I'm black. I'm not racist. I don't
Because
going on my
yeah,
body." Yeah. So I'm like,
right.
people are really racist. I think I'm just too naive because now I'm starting.
Yeah, I think, and this is just my thought. Obviously, this
Okay.
is coming from a white female's perspective, but I just think that Donald Trump, when he's in office, he makes it really easy for people to be racist. He says it's okay for you to be racist. And the reason I say this is because I've been on TikTok and, I watch TikTok lives. People have no qualms about making racial slurs
No,
against people.
none,
None at all. And
none.
I'm just like,
No.
when did people become, because there was a point in time where people go, I'm not racist, but, and they'd say a really racist thing. But, they at least tried to pretend. But then Donald Trump got into office and everybody's like, I can say whatever I want, whenever I want. And
And,
that's okay.
and you remember when we were growing up, like
Yeah.
you couldn't dare say nothing like that.
Right. No,
No,
no, not at all. Not
and
at all.
people were afraid to show. Like if they were racist, they would do their best to hide it.
Right, or even to
Yeah,
talk about race in general, like, I
yeah,
remember a teacher, we were watching the movie Hook, and she said, "Oh, the black boy should be Peter Pan," and then she's like, "We don't talk about people's race." And that was the thing, you just didn't talk about people's race. Like,
No.
it wasn't allowed to talk about. So you just never said it. I don't agree with it, but it was a big thing. Yeah.
And then even in school, like when we had talked like about like slavery, right? So
Yeah.
and to be honest, like I said, I be forgetting I'm black. I didn't think nothing of it, but
Right.
nobody else. Like you know how like some people, some African Americans said they experienced racism. So like
Yeah.
some people were saying like they like when they were talking about it, people will look at them. So I never experienced that. So growing up,
Right.
the teacher were watching people, and making sure that nobody was making anybody feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But now it's just okay. And then the programs that were designed to like protect people and give people the same rights as everybody else, they're being taken away. So, you know,
I'm like, what the heck? Oh my god.
yeah,
Everybody's getting mad at people saying, "Well, they voted for him, and why are they getting upset?"
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I just really wanted, even though like, and I'm not trying to get all like religious and stuff like that, but I'm like, even though he's in office, I'm like, God is still in control. So I just kind of look at it like kind of like that way. But I don't know. Like I was really hoping we didn't start the year off like this, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel the same way too. And like, I was kind of hoping it was like the last time he was president where he didn't really do anything. He complained, he went on Twitter rants, but nothing ever happened, you
It's
know?
but now he's like he got
Oh,
some
yeah.
motion. He got some motion.
Yeah. Yeah. And what president is it that writes I hate Taylor Swift on
He's
Twitter?
oh my god. Oh my god.
He literally did that. He's offended
What did Taylor Swift do to him?
because she doesn't endorse him. He lied. Oh, I don't know if you heard about that. He made AI and he said that Taylor Swift endorsed him. Taylor Swift said, I never endorsed him. I endorsed Kamala.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Because they said something crazy about like when she endorsed Kamala, they said like I don't know the exact number. Was it like 600,000? Something
Yeah.
crazy. Some people all after she endorsed her, that all these people went to go register to vote. But I just don't know what happened.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it was crazy, but I don't know. But he also did a thing like where he took something Charlemagne the God said and said that like he was in support of Donald Trump. I'm like, Charlemagne the God is not
no,
in support of you. Not at
no,
all.
no,
Not at all.
no.
He'll bring your family on the show because he's done that before.
Yeah.
But you know,
Didn't he bring his
Laura Trump.
daughter-in-law? Is that the daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
Laura
I thought
Trump.
it was a good interview.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. Like she was really classy, but she was saying her opinion and she was sticking to it. But I like that interview. I thought it was
Yeah, I like that he can do that too. Like he actually will be like, "Oh, okay, I'll take Republicans, bring them on my show so I hear what's going on."
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So and then I was also gonna ask you that this is like no, what else was I gonna ask you? Dang. Okay, groceries.
All right, hang on just one sec.
Okay.
Let me sorry.
No.
Hey,
You can
sit
mute
down,
one.
Mixie. Mixie, sit down and stop or I turn off the TV. Thank you. All right. I'm back.
Okay. I'm glad mine
Sorry
just
about that.
Mine's asleep. That's why I was like, yeah. I'm like, one man wake
It's
up
okay.
screaming. So okay.
Ugh.
So it's okay. It's okay. So another thing I wanted to ask you is the groceries. Now he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna change this about the groceries." Hi, Miles. I'm gonna change this about the groceries and all that. What are your thoughts? Because it's ridiculous.
Egg prices haven't gone down.
No,
They're more expensive. I went and looked at eggs when I was at the grocery store yesterday.
they're
I
like
didn't see
almost
them.
$6, $8.
So, yeah, they're expensive. Like I buy the big thing of eggs, like 60 pack of them,
Uh,
because we all like eggs a lot and it was $30. It's going up.
oh my god.
Yeah, so everything's going to go up. Like it's insane. I mean, so far I haven't noticed anything, but that's also because he was like, I'm going to put these tariffs on Mexico and Canada. And they're like, oh, we're going to do 100% on tariffs. And so we're going to charge you. So now he backfired and he said, no, I'm not going to do that. So everything he campaigned on, he's not doing.
He's not doing.
So, no.
No. And then I was gonna say, what was I gonna dang. It's like it's right there on my tongue, and then it's like important, and then it's like slips off. What the heck was I was gonna say? It was about the groceries. Dang. Okay. Well, hopefully it comes back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes back to me. So, I also wanted to talk about the whole thing about like the immigrant thing. So I know a lot of people, parents are like being deported. What are your
Mhm.
all that stuff about that? I mean, he said that he was gonna. He was
Mass deportations.
yes. You know what? I gotta bring this up. It was an article, and it was like
Uh-huh.
this black dude, but he wasn't black. I think he was like Haitian or something, and he was like, and then they said, and then they showed him, and he was like, "F Trump," blah, 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 and like they were deporting him. So I don't know if you've seen that, but
Yeah. I did. I know what
you
you're
did,
talking
you did.
about. Yeah. Yeah. And it's all the people that like supported him. And that's the scary thing. Like, you know, there were people that supported him that they're like, "Oh, but he means the other type of immigrants. He doesn't mean us. We're the good ones." And I'm like, "No, he means all of you." This
Everybody,
is the right, and this is the thing about Donald Trump. This is the one thing I can say that's positive about him. He's doing everything he said he's going to do.
yeah,
He
facts,
didn't stop that. I mean,
facts.
he said, "I'm going to mass deport." He said that. "I'm going to do a tariff." He said that. "I'm going to get rid of transgenders in sports." He's trying to do it. "I'm going to get rid of DEI." I'm going to do it. He's doing everything. So I don't know why we don't take him at face value. If somebody says they're going to do something, you should probably believe that they're going to do that.
To do it, and that's exactly what I was saying because everybody is upset. But I'm like, y'all thinking he was just talking just to talk?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
He did
he
it
don't.
the first time around.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
So I'm just like, I've been keeping up with it. Like every time I get like the alerts of him like talking or anything, or I just try to keep up with what's going on because I feel like all of us need to be aware
yes.
of everything that's
And
going on.
every day it's a new thing. So I understand why people are like, I don't want to hear it today because it's a
Yeah,
lot."
everything's new. And you know what? Another thing I wanted to talk about is that everybody, like I know everyone's saying that they're having a hard time with groceries and cost of living,
Mhm.
but everybody's out. All the restaurants, everything is full.
Right.
What's
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I don't understand that either cuz yeah, or maybe they don't have felt the full effect of it yet.
That's what I was thinking because I was like, I feel like when I go out, everyone's spending a whole bunch of money, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Well, I remember someone telling me that works in a nail salon, and she's like, "Oh, everybody's getting their nails done because Donald Trump's in office." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well,
And getting your nose done is like expensive
it's
now.
really expensive."
Oh my!
Yes.
Just to get like my feet done, I call them oh, I gotta charge my phone. I call them the cracker, alligator feet. So to get my alligator feet done, it's like 80 freaking dollars.
But it's so nice when you get the whole pedicure and they do everything, and your feet are like baby feet when you get out of there.
Yes, because like you know, at the bottom of my feet, I was like, "What's going on?" I need to get them scrubbed down. I know everybody's probably like, "Oh, that's too much TMI," but I do. But
Oh,
like,
whatever.
and then you get your hands and your nails done. It's like 100 and like 40, $150. That's too
Yes.
much.
It's so expensive.
That's way.
Yeah,
Back in the day, it was like you can get your hands and your feet done for like 45 to
I
50.
know. I know, not anymore. Nothing's cheap
No,
anymore, though.
it's like, it's super super crazy. Okay,
Right.
so another thing that I want to talk about is your girl Jasmine Crockett. So I had this on here. I
Yes.
really want you to talk about her. I really like her. I seen her like talking just briefly, but she seems real
Yeah.
likable, and she seems like she handles herself well. So let's you talk and tell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She is like the reason that there's hope, I guess, because like who wouldn't love that? Like a strong woman that tells her point, says what she has to say, but also is respectful and wants the best for everybody. There's nothing not to like about that.
yes.
But she's also like just really educated. I guess she was an attorney. I didn't know that before. I watched an interview with her, and she
Oh
practiced law
wow.
for a really long time. So she not only knows that system, but she knows this, but she chooses to be in government. And when you're in government, you don't get paid a lot. She even said, "No, you don't get paid a lot. I'm doing this because I love it so much." But hang on one sec, sorry.
No, it's okay. Usually
Okay.
I'd be like, hold on, guys.
All
Ha!
right. Yeah.
Ha!
Okay. So yeah, but also too, she adds like this level of humor to things, you
She
know?
does.
Like,
She
I
does.
don't know if you saw it was a Congress hearing and it was Nancy Mace, who like she's super bent on like transgender issues. And Jasmine Crockett said, "Ooh, child." She said, "Ooh, child." She said, "I am not a child. I am a
Oh
48-year-old
yeah,
woman.
I,
I'm gonna fight you."
I remember that. And I don't. I'm like, does she understand? Ooh, child is just like a saying,
It's
like,
like,
ooh,
"Ooh, girl."
yeah, yeah. Ooh. But she probably didn't know that. I was like, oh god.
I don't know how she doesn't know that, but I mean, she just had so much humor to it. But like, then you see her fighting for people's rights, like when Elon Musk was up in the treasury and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to stand here and protest because I'm going to show these people that I care about the American people." Like,
Right,
who doesn't love that? We want someone to be on our side and somebody that's like really on our side, not
right.
somebody that's just going to make $1 million off of us.
And I,
I don't, what is the word I'm trying to look for? I don't associate with billionaires because I'm not a billionaire. You know what I mean?
that
Like, I don't have anything in common with a billionaire. I have things in common with people who work hard and have to like work for their living, not people that cheat the system.
yes. It,
So,
and
and
that's how I feel too. Like I work hard for
right.
everything I have. You know what I mean? And I'm just like,
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like she is actually like genuinely cares about the people of America. And she also has a backbone. And we
hold
need
on.
that.
Sorry, hold on. I don't know why Dennis is singing. Hold on, let me go. He's like, I can sing. I'm like, bro, you're loud. Like, what's going on? Did you hear him in the back?
I couldn't.
I was like, bruh, you know that I'm on here. Let me charge my phone. Sorry,
What was he singing?
I'm just trying to put it on the charger real fast. Let me see. Put it on here. Okay, cool. I'm so glad that we're able to talk and you
I
guys
know.
like we've been talking about some really great topics. So Emily, is there anything else like you want to get off your chest? Because I know it's a lot going on, and I want
Oh,
you to be able.
gosh.
This is a free space for you to speak, for you to give people encouragement, for you to bring up other things that's bothering you that you need to get off your chest.
Hmm. Man, let's see here. Just to reiterate the shit show that's in politics right now, I mean, like, I don't know. It seems like every day that's a thing. And, I don't know. I'm sure some of your followers are parents, but you look at the world and it's like, is there going to be a world left for my kids? Or are we just going to be done with things,
And why is he attacking what DEI, right?
Yeah.
So what is he saying about that? I know he's saying that they're the reason why the plane crashed or something like that.
Oh, yeah, and that's completely ridiculous. I mean, so DEI, I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with DEI, like what all that it encompasses. There's a lot that it encompasses, and if you
Go
don't
ahead
know,
and
it's
tell me so
okay.
you can
Okay,
refresh. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So DEI protects
Hi, baby.
everybody. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Here. You want to hear?
Hi. What are you doing? Hi. Hi. I'm super loud. I'm super loud.
I don't know. So DEI encompasses everything. So DEI. Okay. So I heard this thing and I thought it was really interesting, and so I'll share it. Okay. So Donald Trump was a DEI president the first time around. Ask me.
Okay.
So this guy, it was a TikTok live. Okay. So DEI is helps out with the people that are not in the majority of people.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So like the elderly, people of different races, LGBTQ, all those other people. So it helps them because they're not the majority of the people. Donald Trump didn't win the majority vote. He won because of the Electoral College the first time. He was a DEI president because he wasn't the majority.
Gotcha.
So that's how DEI works. DEI is everybody. Like employee assistance programs, that's DEI.
DEI. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So curbs, like wheelchair accessible things, DEI. It's making the world inclusive for everybody, but it's seen as a bad thing. So, and people can have their own opinions about Kamala Harris, and that's fine. I know she wasn't everybody's favorite, but the way that they came about her saying she was just a DEI hire. So, you know.
And you know, a lot of people have their opinions about her. I even have my opinions about her, but at the end of the day, the way I am as a person, my values and my integrity does not sit with Trump.
Right.
If it set more with her, like my values and everything that I believe in. So that's why I voted for her. But
right. She wasn't my favorite either. She wasn't
your favorite? Okay. That's why I said, yeah, because she wasn't my favorite, and I don't know. I don't know about her. I can go on and go on and on and on. But I know a lot of people wanted they wanted him instead of her.
Right.
So,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't even understand that. And I don't know what it is. If it was like the fact that she was female. I mean, sometimes I think
that has something to do with it.
I think it does too.
I think it does.
Because the first time around, Hillary was probably the best candidate in the sense of like she had this political life. So, Bixie, stop.
You can mute if you want.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, if that's what I do. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, if you want for a little bit, whenever you can, like if you feel comfortable with that.
Give me just 1 sec, okay?
Okay, that's fine. You guys, we're having a really great conversation. If you guys have any questions or anything popping up in here, feel free. We've been on here for 47 minutes, and Emily has been giving you guys some really good points, and she's really vocal and everything, you guys. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this live.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm all yelling at my kids.
No, that's why I told you, I was like, it's fine. Yeah, I'm like, because usually a couple times I gotta mute and be like, yeah. So no, it's perfectly fine.
Exactly. So yeah, no, I think it has to do with being female. I really do.
I think so too.
Because it had nothing to do with her qualifications. She was more qualified by all means, you know. And she wasn't my favorite. I would have rather had Bernie Sanders. But
yeah, I like Bernie. Yes, I like Bernie.
Because I think he genuinely wants the best. But then I look at like all the things that she was trying to put into play, and there was a lot. You know, like if you wanted to be a brand new business owner, she was going to give you a stipend of money. So there was that.
Right.
You know, first time home buyers, she was going to give you a stipend for that. Like, why don't we want free stuff?
I know.
So.
Yeah, I'm like, and then like, I know everybody was making it a big deal because after she lost, I guess that all the people were out there waiting for her and she never went out there and spoke. You remember that?
I do. I do. But when she did finally vote or speak, she did a really eloquent job. And like, I don't know, it just wasn't the same like the last time around, you know, like the inauguration had the rioters and the insurrectionists. And yeah, it's just crazy to me, you know. He pardoned every single one of those rioters too.
I'm like, and let me see. I'm like, dang, I should have wrote more questions down. Oh, okay. So, and one more thing, everybody's been mad at the Democrats. So, how do you feel about that? Everyone feels
they have every right to be mad.
Yes,
they have absolutely every right to be mad. I'm
mad at Democrats.
This is the problem, and this is I've really thought this for a long time. There needs to be, first of all, an age limit with president. There is no reason a 70-something-year-old man should be leading the country. However, then there's Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders is really sharp. So I could see that. However, I think there needs to be an age cutoff. And some of these Democrats that have been doing it forever, they're wanting to just play this game like, oh, we're just going to give Trump what he wants and we're going to do it and we're going to do what he says. No. It's time to fight dirty.
Yes.
Like really dirty. Like we need to fight back and it needs to be bad. And they're starting to, but there needs to be younger people in office.
You know what? Is that one? What's her name? What? She is it Nancy
Nancy
Pelosi?
Pelosi. Oh
Is
God,
she still in there?
old as dirt.
How old is she? Like, is she like 90
She's like
something?
in her 80s or 90s or something.
She's funny though. She's
She
funny
is.
though. Yeah, like her.
Yes.
Okay, because that's why I was like. So I see what you mean by age because she's been in there for a
Yeah.
very long time.
She has been.
She
And
has.
like there should be no reason. I mean, and Joe Biden, he's sharp, but he was getting old. I mean, he was look at his age when, after 4 years. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you look like an old man. Like you look tired." Like
Yes,
just let them live their life, you
that's what
know?
I'm saying.
Why would I want to be a president in my 70s? There's no way.
No,
I
and
want to
then
just live my life.
and everybody was upset because they're saying that the reason why Kamala lost is because he gave us all like a late notice of him like stepping down. Do you feel like that played in it?
So I did see a thing with our Senator Ruben Gallego, and he made a good point. So he knew that he was running for senator like way before anybody. And this is what Ruben Gallego did. He's Hispanic. So he went to all the Hispanic neighborhoods and he started just having dinner with people, having beers with them, talking to them, asking them what they were upset about. And they're upset about inflation. They can't take care of their families. People are upset about that, especially men. I think men want
Yeah,
to like be the providers. They want to be able to take care of their families. And if you take that away from them, they feel like they don't have anything. Ruben Gallego won, I think, because of that fact. He took the time to get to know people. Kamala didn't get that chance really. And I don't think she went to enough like she went to areas where she was really popular. She didn't
he
go to
did.
like, yeah,
Yes.
you need to go and hang out and talk to Republicans. You need to talk to the Trump supporters. You need to find out what it is that they want because maybe she could have swayed their mind if she didn't do that. But if you just go to your people, how are you going to learn anything?
Exactly, exactly.
So, yeah,
And
yeah.
I wrote
And
something down here. I was like,
mhm,
because I know a lot of men have been feeling like defeated. Like I know that when
mhm,
I speak to different men, they feel like they need to be like millionaires, or they feel like they don't have enough
totally.
money to take care of their families and different things like that. What messages do you have to the men that feel like that?
Trump's not the answer.
Okay.
Trump's not going to help you in the long run. So there's that. There's that. But also, like, I think you have to also remember that, like, education of where the systems, like, what, and I had to kind of go through this and learn this myself because I will be the first to say I don't know like a ton about politics.
Uh-huh.
I know a little bit more every time I'm being forced to learn about it, which I'm being
Right.
forced to learn about it now. Whereas with Joe Biden or Obama, we'll use Obama because with Obama for the 8 years he was in office, I didn't pay attention. I didn't care because I trusted that things were being taken care of.
Right.
So why would I care? And a little bit with Joe Biden because, things we were definitely feeling it. It hurt a little bit.
Yes.
But I just
Yes.
think learning how stuff works, like for instance, I had a friend that posted a picture on Facebook of the gas that she paid. And she said, "Oh, gas is down because of Donald Trump." He has nothing to do with the gas prices. So, really educating what systems affect which thing to look at it. Like it's easy
Right.
to say, like, "Oh, it's the president." Like one thing that I found out that I didn't know before is that the whole time we were in a Biden presidency, that was Trump's tax plan. We were not under Biden's tax plan. We were under Trump's. I
Sure.
didn't
Okay.
I
Okay.
I
Yes.
didn't
Okay.
know that.
Oh
I had
wow.
no idea. So, I mean, that's why I would say educate yourself on things and, realize that, you'll get I mean, we'll always get through it. We'll always get through it. We
Right.
have to. We have no choice but to keep doing it. So, but it sucks and I do feel bad because it really hurts to be like, I can't provide properly.
And I was
So,
just thinking, I'm like, I can only imagine like the people that can't afford their rent, or the people that are
oh, I
struggling with
know.
bills, or people that are saying that they're getting laid off, and
I
it's
know.
been like almost a year and they can't find another job. Like I'm just like, and then what's up with that? A lot of people can't find jobs.
I know.
They can't get jobs. Why is everybody texting right now?
Uh,
A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't get jobs, and a lot of people are
Right.
struggling. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Exactly. And it's just yeah, there's a lot going on and it's really hard and it's hard to make ends meet, but I mean, I guess if you're making it work somewhat, you're doing better than the majority of people. So,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah. And that's why I'm
so
always like, I'm always grateful because I'm like, it can always be worse.
it could
You know what I mean?
always
Yeah.
be much, much worse.
I'm like, it can always be, but it's just like, just seeing what the world looks like. I'm like, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, I did hear that, what country is it? And I was like, maybe I should move there. Denmark's allowing Americans in. I'm like, I could go to Denmark.
Okay, that'll be dope.
I know, right?
Yeah, that'll be dope. And I know they're talking about that Trump is going to send troops. What did he say
To
he's gonna?
Greenland. We're not at war with Greenland. We never have been. Like, we don't need to go there. Why are we
No,
invading?
no.
So,
Making sure my
yeah.
phone's charged up. I'm like looking up here. Oh, sorry. One moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay. I have to check on London. I'm like, wait, how long you been on that phone? She's like, I just got on it. I'm like, okay, well, you gotta limit her on the
Oh,
phone.
a limit. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just be on it all day. So I'm like,
Oh, yeah, the girls would be that way too with their tablets. So,
yeah, that's why I was like, had to go and check on her. So
yeah.
honestly, like, I'm really glad that we had this conversation. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get. So I found out, like, so I sent you the link way too early, and so Dennis was
Yeah.
like, you can't do that. Right when you do the
Oh.
before you do the live, you gotta send it.
I was so confused too because I went on YouTube and I could see you, but I'm like, okay, what do I do? What am I doing wrong?
You can see me, and I was on there like
Yeah,
I
I
had
know.
to
I can
delete it.
see.
I was like, oh my god, and then I was like, let me delete it. They probably think I'm like super crazy or something. I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay, so now I'm like, now I'm glad. So now I really want you to come back on so we can talk about more topics.
Anytime,
Would you? Okay,
anytime.
okay.
Like
So
you just text me, say the word, and I will come. And you can ask me anything
gotcha. Okay.
except for about sports. I don't know anything about sports.
Yeah, I know. I know we talked about that. So I won't hit you with the boxing or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I really love the way like you explain yourself. You're comfortable on camera. I'm
Okay.
always nervous on here. I'm getting better with time, but I be nervous on here.
I would have never known.
Are you serious? See, that's good.
No, no. It's like having a conversation. Like I'm just like we have our coffee and we're just hanging out and talking. So
Yeah. So I want us to most definitely do this again. What
yeah.
topics do you think that people will? And I know I'm like maybe I should have asked you off of here, but I want to
No,
know.
it's okay. It's okay. Let me see. What are topics of interest for people? I think parenting is always a good one because I
Yes,
think that
yes,
like
yes,
it's just a really big topic because especially like mothers and mom guilt
yes.
and trying to be everything and to take care of everything. But I think it also could run for men because I'm sure you have men subscribers, you know.
Yes, you know what? I'm actually surprised because when I was looking, I had more men subscribers than women. And I was like,
Oh,
and then now it's like the women are following me more, but before it was the men. So I was kind of
yeah.
like, and then it was like neck and neck. So I was like, that's super cool. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, I think
It
that's
would
super
be so
cool.
interesting to like hear the perspective from men too, because I think men have a harder time. They have a hard time too, just in different ways than women do.
Yes. And you know what? I'm really glad that I wrote it down too for parenting because even I know like in our professions we deal with children,
Hmm.
that have disabilities. And there's a lot of moms out there that don't know about resources. They don't know how to go about
Right.
it. A lot of parents that, younger parents that would like advice and different things like that. Now I'm not the perfect parent.
No, I mean, I'm not
I'm
either.
not
You
either.
heard me
No.
yell.
I'm not the perfect parent and I'm still trying to find it out, but I feel like we're both great mothers and we can
Yeah.
most definitely give others some great advice, most definitely when it comes to children that have disabilities. Now I feel like that would
Totally.
be great.
Yes, absolutely. And, just the topic too, and we kind of touched on it a little bit, but like, mental health is a huge thing right now.
Yes.
Autism. I mean, we deal with it all the time, but I just think there's not enough that's being said about it. So,
No, and you know what, I feel bad because back in like 2003,
mhm,
back then they didn't even know what autism was, you know what I mean, or a lot
right.
of people are going undiagnosed and they don't really
Hmm.
know what they have. So that's another problem. That's a problem too.
That's a huge problem.
That's a huge problem, most
But now
definitely.
it's like the opposite. Like everybody's getting diagnosed. So
Everybody,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Are we just like it's happening more or we're better prepared? I don't know. It's hard to
wow.
know which one it is.
And you
Because
know what?
yeah, when I
I
was a kid, nobody had autism.
no.
Nobody. I mean,
No,
you
no,
had
no,
like
no, no,
maybe
no, no,
one kid or like a kid in a wheelchair, but like you didn't really have anybody. And
no.
now all of a sudden, every single person, it's like every one of my friends is like, "Oh, my child just got autism diagnosis." And I'm like, "Oh,
And
okay."
you know what? I noticed that a lot of adults they're getting checked out, and a lot of them have ADHD, and a lot of them have
Yeah.
ADD. So I'm like,
No,
you
there's
know,
there's a lot. Like I have a friend that well, he's adopted by his moms, but one of his moms has autism and she just got diagnosed. And like he has autism and ADHD. I mean, obviously she didn't give it to him, but yeah,
well, if you don't mind me asking, what age is she?
she's in her 30s, like
Oh
late
wow.
30s, and she just got diagnosed.
Wow. Okay, so anybody that's watching, I just want to tell you guys, if you feel like something's wrong or you feel like something's not right or you
Mm,
feel
yeah.
anything, go to the doctor and get checked. I'm telling you guys, it's never too late.
Nope.
It's
You probably
no.
won't get the services, but at least you'll be able to answer things. And she was able to answer a lot like, why do I really struggle in these kinds of environments? And I always kind of wondered too, just because whenever we were in like public situations, she would always like not make eye contact and just spend time with her son. And I was like, okay, cool. I came all the way over here and she's ignoring me. But then when she said, oh, I found out I have autism, it made
Oh,
sense.
so now that makes sense. So now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So
wonder, do you know what made her decide to go and get checked?
I think because of her son.
Oh, her
He
son.
had he
Okay.
had ADHD. So he has ADHD and he like I said, he was adopted and I think he has really bad ADHD. So she had stopped giving him red dye just to see if that helped, and that helped to calm him down. And then he was still having troubles, and then she found out it was autism because he went to the girl's birthday party and he had a meltdown and wouldn't go in the room because it was like
Oh, he
at one of
wouldn't.
those birthday party places.
Oh, okay,
And,
okay.
you know, later on, he finally came out and said, "Thank you for inviting me. Happy birthday." And that was like the best he could do. But it
Mhm.
was like, okay, fine, whatever you need
Right.
to do. So,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
I'm like, a lot of people get like I don't know, like and like public people don't like when kids scream and cry. I'm like,
right.
that's just what it is. And
Yeah.
I used to be one of them parents. I'm not gonna lie. When
Mhm.
London fell out and
It's,
stuff, I'm like, oh my God. Like, but now it's like you get
yeah.
older, you're just like dragging them, picking them up, just letting them
Mhm.
scream. Yeah, you
Oh,
know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to do that with one of the girls out of McDonald's. I mean, it was like flat out like she was struggling to get out of my arms. And I was like, girl, you can't get free. I got you.
Yeah, and I'm like, nowadays I feel like a lot of people care what other people think. And
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that. I think so too. Like people really care about what people think, and it's sad. But I know that there is this one mom that someone was
Uh-huh.
telling me about that has a daughter that has what was it? I don't know if it was like Down syndrome, something.
Mhm.
But a lot of parents are ashamed of it, are embarrassed,
Right.
and that bothers me.
Totally, totally, and
Yeah, that bothers
that's
me.
hard, and I try really hard whenever I see kids having meltdowns, I don't acknowledge the kid. I'm not going to acknowledge you at all. I'm going to let your mom deal with it because the last thing she needs is me staring at you.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
don't need that. But I
Right.
do remember this one time, I was at the library with the girls and, I think it was Ramona. She was having a meltdown about something. She was 2. So, I mean, it was like full on, like on the ground, like kicking and screaming and doing all sorts of things. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay calm with her. That's the only thing I can do right now. And this mom came up to me and said, you know, you're doing amazing. And I was like, this is really hard. And she goes, oh, I know. I know, it's super hard, but you're doing awesome. And I was like, why
Oh,
don't
that
we
was
say that to
sweet.
each other? Like,
That was sweet
but
for her to say that.
right, right. But in
Instead of
that
some people,
moment, you don't want someone judging you or saying, my kid would never do that or my kid's so much better. You just want somebody to like say, you're doing great. It's okay.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
you
I
can do.
agree. And London was like, oh, I didn't, when she was younger, it was this like fight or flight. I'm like, we can't, we can't
Oh
just
man.
we
Yeah.
can't just if a kid doesn't want to move, like we can't do that. I was like, we can't. So like, I was
Yeah.
like always like kind of like watching her and different things like that. So from the experience with her, I'm just like, it is what it is. So all right, I didn't think that. I just kind of got you to jump into that. So we said
No,
parenting.
no, no. That's totally it's a topic that's interesting
Yeah.
to me.
Okay, so
So
that'll be one. Parenting. We'll jump more into that. You have any other topics?
oh gosh, there's so
And we
many
can
of
always
them.
kind of like brainstorm later.
Totally.
Yeah, I was like, so that'll be a main one. Is that one? So
Self-care. Self-care.
self care. Yes, you're amazing at that. So I.
Not this week since I've been sick. I haven't worked out in 4 days and I'm just like, "Oh my god, I need to do
But like, do you feel like your body's kind of like recovering though? Do you feel
Yeah,
like it was well
and
needed?
that's totally
Okay.
it's needed. It's needed. So I made that commitment to myself. I'm gonna give myself the 4 days tomorrow. I'll get back in the swing of things.
Are you ready to like get back into it? Like, do you feel like super much better?
No, but I think that I'm going to feel better if I do.
You sound
You know
like
what I
me.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
You
so lazy. I am the laziest person ever.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because I've been so exhausted. And then I'm like,
I
I told
know.
myself, I was like, you still got to get up tomorrow and like do it. And then I'm like looking in the mirror and then my little fat is hanging on the side.
Whatever.
I'm being serious. I was like, because like, I don't know about you, but like, if I don't work out, I gain weight fast.
Oh, Michelle, if I don't eat perfectly and I don't exercise, I gain weight just looking at something. Like it's literally
What,
no, seriously. Like
what
all I
is,
have to do
oh
is look
my
at a
God.
Dorito and I'll gain weight. But I mean, I feel like I have to like eat so healthy and perfect all the time. And it just,
Wow.
yeah, it's really hard. But I mean, I don't know. I have to pick my battle. So I'm like, well, this is just our bodies and the way that they work, and we don't have control over it.
Yes, but you're not the only one because with me,
Yeah,
like after I stopped boxing, I gained like 60 pounds in like not even a month. And I was like, oh my God. And then if I like
yeah,
take a month off, I get on the scale, it's like 5 or 6 pounds. Like it sucks
right.
with women. Like what
It
men,
does.
I feel like they gain it, they in 1 month it's
I
off.
know. I know. And
Women.
then men, whenever they lose weight, they always lose it in their stomachs, and I'm like, I lose it in my face. It's not
I
fair.
need to get I I need to get I'm not want to show everybody this, but see that? Before it was like, before it was like, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, London
Oh,
was calling me turkey wing. I said, bro, I'm not playing with you. Don't freaking,
oh,
don't call me that. Don't call me that.
oh.
And she was like, I was like, that's not funny. I was like, that's not funny. But she was calling me turkey wing. So I was like, all right, well, I've been getting my turkey wing self in the gym.
Good
So,
for
okay.
you. It reminds me of the sweetest thing, though. I don't know if you saw that movie, but they're talking about the like weight that you gain over the years, and it was that. She's like, "Look at this.
Yeah, look at
Hi,
that.
hi."
Oh my God. And that's like I don't know what it is. It's like, I feel like the arms, well, the stomach is really hard. I hear a lot. The stomach is
Yeah.
really, yeah, the stomach. And then like,
Except for men. If you were a male, it'd be easy.
it'd be super easy. I
Yeah.
have cousins that lost like 50 pounds just
Ah,
running and just like they do it for like workout for like a month. And then that's it.
that's
They
it?
stop it.
Oh my gosh. See, yet again, I'm like, not fair.
No.
Not
So,
fair. Yeah. I mean, I see that in like workout programs too, like when they're like the results that we get and like they're like, we lost 60 pounds in a month. I'm like, no, no,
but you know
that's
what
not
I
gonna
noticed
happen.
though? You know what I noticed though?
What's that? I heard that.
Bro, I,
He's
and he has
singing.
his headphones and he don't even know how loud he is. So, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just keep going. Oh no, he's getting louder. He's getting louder. Hold on. All right. So I was. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So you know how you see like nowadays people are like yoked up and all this other stuff. A lot of
Yeah,
people are taking supplements. Like a lot of them.
they are. They are. And even like the
No.
trainers that I talk to, that I, not that I talk to, but that I
Right.
see, they're always like supplements. I mean, they're not going to help. They're not going to make you lose weight, but they do help assist you in that.
I don't
Like
believe in
creatine.
that.
Creatine is the big one that people talk about, but I
Everybody.
don't
I don't honestly like
I
when I
don't
was
think
boxing. What was that? I'm sorry. Did I
Oh,
cut
I
you off?
don't think I don't think I agree with it either. I mean, I just feel like it's a waste of money, because like I
Yeah.
have the subscription to Beachbody and like I had the meal shakes. I hated them. I thought they were disgusting. And they were like, "Oh, these are so good for you. They're perfect food," but I couldn't eat them because I didn't like them. So,
And just like it was one called
oh, Herbalife?
yes.
Yes.
And so I did that because one of my boxing coaches was telling me about the shake. The shakes are actually pretty good with them,
Mhm.
but with Herbalife. But I was like, it didn't like, so I couldn't sustain like my like, I don't know. I just, when it comes to all that stuff and all the supplements,
Right.
when I boxed, I didn't. That was natural. So when people say you got to take these pills, you got to do this, you got to do that, and they're doing all this stuff to stay looking like that, I don't agree
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
don't I haven't noticed a difference with people. Like, I know that there's people on, like, Instagram and stuff that'll post pictures of themselves, they'll be like, "This is me before that," but they're also eating a really clean diet. So is it the clean diet or is it the supplement?
that's what I was saying. Which one
Yeah,
is it?
I think it's the
And
clean diet personally.
do you hear people say, "Oh, just eat one piece of chicken, then you eat one," but like, hell no, you don't gotta do all that. Just start substituting things out. Like, what are you talking about? I hate that.
Just
Eat
eat real
salad for
food.
2 weeks, just
No.
salad. Like, it's just that, like, stuff like that makes you wanna, like, I remember when I used to do things like that.
Yeah,
And the next thing you know, I got a steak, I got barbecue. It's just, I feel like it doesn't
right.
set you up. Yeah. Like,
When you set yourself up to fail, that's what you do because we
yeah.
can't live like that. Like, we all
No.
need to be like, "Oh, okay, we need our cheat meals or whatever," or, I mean, yeah, we all
And
do.
cheat meals, I feel like cheat meals, that's where I love cheat meals. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
do too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, and now you got me wanting some mac and cheese. So I've been wanting mac and cheese.
It's so funny. I found a recipe for the cauliflower wings. I almost made them tonight. I have all the stuff. I'm making them tomorrow.
What? I haven't tried that. And I was like, what is another thing? Is it cauliflower? I don't know why my mind's blanking out. But cauliflower wings, I really want to. So it's just cauliflower, like, explain them to me.
So it's cauliflower. Okay, so the ones that I found are like the healthier versions. So
Uh-huh.
it's like you take the cauliflower, you mix it with egg, and then you do almond flour, and then you bake it in a pan, and then
Uh-huh.
you toss it with Frank's Red Hot sauce, which is like the best sauce in the whole entire
I
world.
love, yes, yes.
Oh,
Good.
so good, so good. I could like drown everything in Frank's Red Hot
I
sauce
can just
and be happy.
I used to do that. Like,
Oh,
what
I can see why. Even talking about it, I can taste
you can
the
taste
Frank's
it. You
Red
can
Hot
taste it.
sauce.
I can taste it and smell it right now. Like,
Yes,
oh my God.
exactly, exactly. And then you have a little ranch dressing. It's perfect.
Oh my God.
So
That sounds good.
I
Okay,
know.
well, when you make that, you gotta let me know like how it
I'll
tastes. I know
yeah, I'll send a picture. I'll do
yeah.
it tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I'm like, I don't really feel like it today.
No,
So,
whenever you can. So we
oh,
did.
I was gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, okay, because I already took up a lot of your time. So I have parenting, self-care. Um, so those will be the topics that we have. And then I will get with you and then we will talk about more topics. I feel like,
Yay!
yes, and I'm glad that you joined. And we've been on here for what does it say? 73 minutes?
73 minutes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna let you go. Is there,
Okay.
before we leave, I would like you to give like any encouragement or anything to anybody that's watching or anything that you want people to know with us going through like this rough time right now in the world.
So I did hear a thing, and I know it's not mine, so they're not my words, but I really liked it, and it said that you can only see stars in the dark. So even though things are very, 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 very bleak right now, and believe me, I feel it. I I'm not gonna lie, wake up every day with a little panic attack because I'm like, what is the world coming to? But we're gonna get through this. I mean, and I would just say that the biggest thing too is find your community, find your people. We all need our people. We need the people that we can talk to and say, hey, I feel like shit, this is
Right.
happening in the world. Lean on your people because without them, you're not going to. If anything, Donald Trump has taught us one really important lesson, and that's that we need our community. If we don't work together, we're not going to get anywhere. We're stronger together than we are separate. So this isn't isolated. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same, you know, shit show of the life, but we'll get through it. We always do.
I
So,
love that. You
yeah.
sure you didn't want to be like the governor or nothing like that?
Oh, yeah,
I
right.
know. I'm being serious. Have you ever thought about it? Like, have you ever thought?
Somebody said that I should apply for a political position, but I need to know a lot more about politics.
I think you
I
could do it. They wouldn't mess with you though. They'll be like, Emily, oh stop. They wouldn't mess with you though. They wouldn't mess
Yeah,
with you.
but then what they would do, and this would probably, like, a little bit hurt my feelings, they'd, like, make fun of me on social media, and I'd be like, "Oh,
Oh my
okay."
gosh, you know what? I
But
don't know how,
everybody does that.
man, but social media can make somebody depressed. How they go for people.
Exactly, and that's why I don't wanna be in the public eye because like, some people are fine, but I couldn't imagine just dealing with that all the time, like,
Yeah.
TikTok Live. I could never do a TikTok Live because, like, those people are mean.
On TikTok Live?
Have you ever seen a TikTok Live?
No, I seen these
No.
and I thought these were bad. So TikTok
No.
is
TikTok's worse. There's this lady on there, I love her, and I love her, moderator, but, I mean, she doesn't take shit from anybody, but they're mean to her, but she's just, like, really willing to just be like, "I will end this conversation now," and just ends them, but she gets a ton of money.
really
She gets, like, millions and millions of followers. I bet you could do that.
well.
You could do it.
I'm like,
You could do
honestly,
it.
somebody asked me earlier when I was on here earlier. I don't even know if you see it. They were like, "Are you a
Uh-uh.
boy?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not a boy." So that's one thing I know they're gonna come for me. They say
Yeah.
men and all that stuff. And London had got because she had a little like YouTube going on, and then she's
Uh-huh.
seen the comments. She was like, "You know that they're on there calling you a man?" I'm like,
That's the
Yes,
best they can
I
do.
know that. I know that. And then when I said I was reading the comments, I was like, "Are you a boy?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Are you sure about that?" I said, "Bro, bye,
Right.
bye. Don't do that. That is not funny." I was like, "Oh my gosh, like what the heck?" So, well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like I'm like, I think I like the backlash. I'll probably be able to handle it, but I felt really bad because there's this guy that I follow in here. Not to get off
Mhm.
topic, and I know I'm gonna let you
No,
go.
it's okay. No, 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 you're good.
But like, man, in these comments, I had to like defend him. They're calling him all types of like just really bad stuff. I was like, bro, they're gonna come for me one day, and I don't know when. But people are
Yeah.
mean. People are
Yeah,
mean.
this one lady on the TikTok live, the moderator has this, like, sweet motherly voice, and she's always like, "Okay, darling, okay, I'm gonna let you talk, but you need to stop interrupting me, okay?" For whatever reason, it works, and I'm just like and
Wow.
then the host is super fiery, so they're just, like, the perfect combination.
Oh, good, good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people on there. I mean, especially now with everything going on heated politically. So, I guess, yeah, which I don't understand because 'cause I'm like, "You got what you wanted. Why do you even care?" If I was happy, I wouldn't have time to be bothering
Yeah.
anyone else. I'd be like, "I'm happy my candidate won." I mean, when Joe Biden won, I was like, "Yeah, he won. I don't need to bother anybody because I don't have to deal with it."
Right. I'm like,
So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
okay.
but that's what I would tell your users.
Okay.
Community, it's the most important thing.
You guys heard that, and you guys heard that beautiful
Mm.
quote.
Yeah,
We
I
have
wish I could say that
Maya
I heard that.
Angelou number 2.0 over here.
Oh, maybe it is Maya Angelou. Alright, what is the other
No,
thing that
I
she
don't know. Well, I'm just saying that you remind me of her. Like when you be coming up,
Oh,
yeah, I'm just saying that you remind me. I'm like, we got Maya Angelou
yeah.
number 2 over here.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
well, you guys,
okay.
I'm gonna let Emily go. She gave me a lot of her time. I appreciate it. So the next time we meet, we're gonna talk about parenting and self care. If you're
Mhm,
not watching right now, you guys know that I know a lot of my subscribers. You guys like to like later come back on the videos and talk about topics. I'm gonna bring Emily back on here. You guys pop the topics down here. If you watch it a week from now, pop down topics, okay? And I
yes.
will bring her back.
Yay, please
Okay.
do. Anytime. This was
Okay, well,
fun.
I love you and the girls. Text me today, tomorrow. Thank
Okay,
you. Sending
always.
love. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.